Let's create the simplest eyeliner ever and do the tape hack together one more time. We've done this makeup trick in my previous tutorial, but today I'm going for a special holiday version, a festive makeup. Alright, let's begin. First, apply an eye primer or concealer. I'm using the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. You need just a little bit, but if you use a lot, not a big deal. It blends perfectly. The texture is lightweight and you won't see fine lines. See? Just perfect. It evens out your eyelid tone, makes shadows blend seamlessly. I'm using a flat synthetic brush, so your fingertip works perfectly fine too. Let's move on to the brows. They really shape and define the whole face. First, I'm using the Benefit Brow Gel to brush them into place. And this step lifts the hairs and gives a clean, polished look before we add any definition. I like to brush them slightly upwards and outwards to create that soft, natural frame for the eyes. And next, I'm going with the brow marker. I use it to draw tiny hair-like strokes in the sparse areas, so especially around the arch and the tail. The goal is to mimic real brows hair, not to fill them in completely. And this combo keeps the brows looking lifted and fluffy. Actually, I've changed my mind. Let's go for bold brows today. It's the holiday season, and my mood definitely calls for something a little more dramatic today. Now, before touching any eyeshadows, let's get the tape ready. And then place it along your low lash line, following the natural angle upward. Again, I'm just using one I found in my mirror of my eyeshadow palette. The kind of tape you always somehow discover at home, right? Okay, grab your palette and seriously, no brush needed. I'm using the little sponge applicator that lives inside my palette. Press the black shade right along the edge of the tape and then gently work it inward so it fades into the lid. And think of it like reshaping your eye shape, making it look a little larger. The black should follow the direction of your outmost lashes, like an extension of them. Next, pick a light brown from the same palette and place it toward the outer corner, slightly above where the black sits. Do a few soft motions. The brown and black melt into each other. And hold the applicator perpendicular to the skin and use light, even taps, no heavy pushing here. The next one, swipe the silver all over the mobile lid. The first thin layer will absorb any thickness from the concealer. It's a gorgeous, cool-toned shimmer, very festive, very Christmas vibes. I usually pat the shimmer on with my fingertip along the lash line and across the lid. Peel off the tape. Yeah, that crisp, precise edge. The low lash line still needs depth, so I smudge a gray shade, the one we haven't used, and just along the low lash line, just to finish the look. Curl your lashes with 5 to 10 gentle squeezes from root to tip, and you are ready for mascara. That mascara is my favorite one. It opens up the eyes beautifully. 4 coats are enough for today's makeup. Slightly angle the wand outward for a foxy lift. Blink into the wand just a couple times so every lash gets product. If any smudges appear, fix them quickly. Spray your setting spray into the cap and dip a thin brush in. Pick up a touch of black shadow, draw the wing, then link it back to your lash line. Gradually intensify the black, but stop before you reach the iris. If you want a more elongated effect, add 2 tiny strokes in the inner corner. And this step is optional, so just only if you like it. Finish the makeup by adding the silver shadow at the center of the lower lid for that extra sparkle today. And let's summarize everything. Take the tape, place it along the low lash line angle. Apply black color along the tape edge with a palette applicator and softly blend inward. Then add brown slightly above the black, just in the outer corner and in the edge with the black color. Blend it with the light swipes. The next step, pat the silver shade across the lid with your fingertip and stop before the black. Wow, look at that frosty eye makeup and that shine. I love it. And then setting spray on cap, take a small brush, pick up a black shadow and build a wing. Connect to the lash line, stop before the iris, and optionally add to the inner corner. I love that effect. Apply mascara, angling the wand for foxy effect, and the final step, add silver to the low center for finishing pop. And now slowly peel off the tape. Carefully, don't rush it, and just look at that perfectly sharp liner. The most satisfying moment ever. I swear, no matter how many times I do this, it still gives me that same little thrill. Let's finish the look. I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation, my absolutely favorite, especially for colder weather, because it stays comfortable on the skin and doesn't dry it out. I apply it with a Shiseido brush, which blends it flawlessly. And honestly, there are no harsh lines, just that beautiful, seamless finish. I always take a moment to really enjoy this part. When your skin looks smooth, even, and ready for everything else, it's such a satisfying feeling. So, next, let's add some color to the cheeks. I'm using the liquid blush in the shade Hope, and it's soft, natural, and builds beautifully. I like to apply it with the same Shiseido brush I used for foundation. It makes everything blend together effortlessly. No harsh lines, no harsh edges, just this gentle lit from within glow, and I love that subtle yet radiant finish. For lips, I'm going with the YSL Beauty. It's the perfect balance of shine, color, and comfort. Super hydrating, slightly glossy, and perfect for everyday wear or a festive look. It's super easy to apply. Honestly, you could even do it without a mirror. The shade has a neutral undertone, which means it works beautifully on warm, neutral, olive, and cool skin tones alike. I describe it as a soft brownish rose, just the right balance of warmth and sophistication. It really pulls the whole makeup look together, giving that effortless polished finish. And I love how it pairs with the blushes. Perfect match. And that's it. We are done. Easy to do blended eyeliners for holiday season. A look that works for holiday parties, cozy winter coffee dates, or just whenever you want to feel a little extra confident. Don't forget to comment if you love the tape eyeliner hack as much as I do. And thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, save, and share it. And of course, subscribe for more step-by-step makeup tips, pro tricks, and sparkling looks. Until next time, stay gorgeous and have fun experimenting with your makeup. Bye!